Number 10. Terry Watanabe. The
Terry Watanabe, 204 million on a death.
American-born businessman whose father founded the plastic trinket business Oriental Trading Company reportedly gambled and wasted away $205 million in just 1 year. His gambling spree took place at
205 million in 1 year, which is crazy. I don't know how much that'll last me, but it'll last me more than about 10 years, baby.
two Harrah's casinos on the Las Vegas Strip, the Caesars Palace and the Rio. His gambling craze would attract tourists near and far to watch him. He often played multiple high-priced hands of blackjack at $50,000 per hand.
Blackjack is the worst game, bro. I played that dream one time at the casino, lost 10 hands in a row. It was like, what the hell? Nah, for real, like, I really lost 10 hands in a row. Yeah, that's how you know. There's something up. And the house always gonna win.
But he would lose regularly, even losing $5 million in just 1 day, $50 million in 6 months, and $100 million a month later. Harrah's Entertainment Inc. reported that 6% of its gambling revenue that year came solely from Watanabe, racking up a total of $204 million. Watanabe managed to pay back Harrah's approximately $110 million. However, he refused to pay the rest, insisting that the casino took advantage of him while he was intoxicated, a clear violation of state law. Number 9. Zhenli Yegon. During 2004 and 2007, this Chinese-Mexican businessman had reportedly blew away $85 million at the Venetian in Las Vegas and $40 million.
85 million. All I need is one. Just give me one of them. It's crazy. These dudes got millions and losing it. Throwing it down the drain. Throwing it in the trash.
At several other major casinos. He even went on to waste several other millions in credit the casinos lent him, but that was eventually written off as bad debt and never added to his total amount lost. His losses were so large that it even affected the bonuses of Las Vegas Sands and Venetian executives. Although he lost a lot, he was still rich. He made a reported $350 million over the course of 3 years as the CEO of United Farm Chem. But he was a drug lord and was also channeling huge amounts of his methamphetamine imports to the Sinaloa cartel in Mexico. It wasn't before long, though, Mexican drug agents and the American DEA officials caught up with him, searching his Mexico City home in 2007, where they made the largest drug cash seizure of all time. They found $210 million hidden in the floors of his mansion, all in US $100 bills. Gon was later found guilty in August 2014 for organized crime, synthetic drug production, and activities involving the use of illegal funds.
Boy had money in the walls. Money in his drawers. Money everywhere.
Number 8. Omar Siddiqui. This highly successful vice president of a popular electronics company had a little far less success at gambling and actually winning. He reportedly blew away $65 million betting recklessly. Just like a headless chicken, betting as much as $200,000 per hand at blackjack, wasting approximately $160 million over a 3-year period at the MGM Grand Casino.
200,000 in one hand, 5 hands, that's $1 million. Which is crazy. Las Vegas is made for gambling. Don't go there if you're not trying to lose your money. Do not go to Las Vegas if you're not trying to lose your money.
Casino and Sands Casino in Las Vegas. His gambling addiction produced great losses in the millions, with a massive $8 million lost in a single day. For casinos, Siddiqui was the jackpot for profits. Everyone wanted him in their establishment and loaned him millions on the strength of his executive status. Swimming in the Red Sea of debt, Siddiqui came up with a brilliant plan to defraud his employer, Fry's Electronics, out of $85 million to pay his Vegas gambling debts alone. But his plan failed. He stood trial in 2008 and accepted a deal, ultimately being sentenced in 2011 to 6 years in prison on fraud charges. Unable to pay his casino debts, he also owed the IRS $22 million in taxes. Number 7. Kerry Packer. While most famous gamblers accumulate their wealth on the tables and through roulette wheels, Kerry Packer was an exception to the norm. Packer built a media empire during his lifetime and became known as Australia's richest man and wildest gambler. Due to his high-stakes gambling ventures in blackjack, poker, and baccarat, he managed to lose $42 million in less than a year. Between September 1999 and August 2000, including losing more than $20 million during a 3-day baccarat tournament during the weekend in Las Vegas. For Packer, being famous in Australia wasn't enough. He went on to rack up one of the largest gambling losses in British history, after burning through $17 million in 3 weeks, during a gambling session on blackjack at the Crockford's Casino in London. Packer was a
17 million in 3 weeks is crazy. You could be rich doing whatever you do. Once you get into that gambling, it's all going down. Little do you know. Because you can't keep up with the wins and losses. And most likely, you're losing as soon as you make your first bet. Because every dollar you put down, you're getting 50 cents back. Just by how they tax you when you win. It's crazy.
dangerous gambler and casinos feared him. On one occasion, he reportedly forced the London's Espinals Club to shut down after winning so much money in blackjack. Another time, amazingly, it was said that Packer almost broke the MGM Grand, which resulted in the dismissal of several prominent employees who allowed him to make huge bets. Number 6. Archie Karras. Archie will go down in history as one of the most famous gamblers and poker players ever. Why? This gambling guru has the longest documented winning streak in gambling history from 1992 to 1995, using literally only $50 and turning it into a fortune of $40 million. But this wasn't enough, and rather to quit while he was ahead, he wanted more. You bet. He kept gambling and went on to lose all of the money playing craps and baccarat. But this story gets even more interesting. In September 2013, he was arrested in Las Vegas after being accused of marking cards and using hollowed out chips to mark A, Q, K, and A at a blackjack table at a San Diego casino. Although faced with 3 years in prison for charges of burglary and winning by fraudulent means, the judge was very lenient and sentenced him to 3 years probation. Since he had pleaded guilty to 1 count of felony burglary, it's very clear now that the hollowed out chips may have just revealed his real poker playing skills. Number 5. Harry.
Damn. You probably must have been scamming them the whole time since, what they say, early 2000s, all the way up to 2013. He got a lot of money, I'm pretty sure.
Kakavas. This successful Australian real estate sales rep had approximately spent $1.5 billion at the Melbourne Crown Casino in just a little over a year, mainly on most high rollers' favorite game, baccarat. During one gambling session in May 2006, he reportedly spent over $160 million in less than 6 hours, and was placed behind bars after he was caught stealing around $300,000 to keep up his habit. What was even more surprising than his actual losses was that he sued the casino in 2013 with the aim to recover and clear some of his debts, claiming they exploited his gambling addiction and even enticed him to gamble more by giving him VIP access to the casino's private jet. Well, you don't need to be a genius to have guessed that he lost the case. Chief Justice Robert French of the High Court ruled, the casino did not take advantage of Kakavas. He was a successful businessman entirely capable of making decisions on his own, and as such, he is entirely responsible for all his excessive gambling actions. Number 4. Maureen O'Connor. As the only female gambler on our countdown list, former mayor of San Diego and widow of the founder of fast food chain Jack in the Box, Robert Peterson, O'Connor reportedly gambled away $1 billion on video poker games throughout the 2000s alone. After satisfying her gambling needs, she ended up in the red by $13 million. With nowhere to run, she decided to commit fraud and steal $2 million from the charity set up by her late husband just to offset her gambling losses. But that wasn't enough. She sold her jewelry and other high-end items just to fund her gambling addiction.
You'll be surprised what they do for that gambling addiction, man. Nigga sell his soul. Nigga sell his toes. Nigga sell his ear. Nigga sell his nose. You'll be surprised what somebody sell just to make another bet. It's just to lose. And then do it all over again. I just don't get it. Because these people are billionaires. Compared to people that bet in hundreds, thousands. These people bet in billions. So just think about it. It ain't about the money. about the mindset.
However, thanks to her, the charity foundation ultimately folded in 2009 due to her misuse of the funds. Smacked in the face with 10 years behind bars after her first trial in 2013, the court agreed to defer prosecution for 2 years and to drop all charges if she made restitution, received medical attention for gambling addiction, and just stopped gambling altogether. Her lawyer, Eugene Iredale, and her defense claimed that a brain tumor had influenced her poor judgment and gambling addictions. Do you agree?
Brain tumor? So I told you, it's mental. It's a mental problem, man. Told y'all.
Number 3. Akio Kashiwagi. Making easily over $100 million per year from his real estate and investment business, Kashiwagi gambled money away just as quickly as he earned it. During a gambling session in 1990 at the Trump Plaza Hotel.
Trump Plaza Hotel. See, Trump, he owned a casino and a hotel. I wonder if your drink still open. I'm on the computer.
It's hot as a bug over.
Where you right now?
At Starbucks.
The one on the corner?
Huh?
The one on the corner?
Yeah, I had to stop and get a brush. Things at his ship.
Casino in Atlantic City, he reportedly made a deal for a whopping $12 million, which he won. But after just losing $10 million, he reportedly left the casino with a mere $2 million and claimed that the casino hadn't held up their end of the deal. As a professional baccarat player, Kashiwagi enjoyed playing high-stake games. He played baccarat for between $100,000 and $200,000 a hand, with playing sessions lasting more than 70 hours. In January 1992, he was brutally stabbed 150 times with a samurai sword. His body was found in his home in Japan on Mount Fuji. But, unfortunately, the murder case still remains a mystery to this day. He died.
He was making money. Then he lived all the way in a whole nother country. Yeah, he was doing big things. I don't know, but to get killed by a samurai sword, it's crazy. Some real big business.
Owing casinos at least $9 million. Number 2. Jimmy White. This famous snooker player admitted to losing more than $3 million gambling on his favorite games, horse racing and blackjack. Known for his fast and lavish living, he was also a drug addict for 3 months during a part of his career, spending over
Drug addict and gambling don't mix.
$400,000 on drugs. His crack cocaine addiction and severe alcohol abuse impacted his professional life greatly. Even in his autobiography Second Wind, he said cocaine is a mental drug. Unlike heroin, your body does not need it. It is only your mind telling you to have it. After losing the World Championship Finals in 1994, he admitted to spending his $200,000 runner-up prize in just 1 day. He had admitted to being a compulsive gambler, betting on dogs, horses, cards, and casino roulette wheels all his life. He would even play in more exhibitions just to cover his gambling debts, only to be stuck in the middle of nowhere, still broke and drunk. Number 1. Robert Maxwell. Robert Maxwell is thought to have made one of history's fastest gambling losses ever recorded. Can you believe it? This former media tycoon blew away more than $2 million in just less than 3 minutes. Playing fastest gambling losses ever recorded. Can you believe it? This former media tycoon blew away more than $2 million in just less than 3 minutes.
Ooh. He was betting $1 million or $2 million a hand. Oh my God. Big baller.
Playing 3 different roulette wheels at Les Ambassadors Casino in London. To make matters even worse, he was broke. His publishing company had gone bankrupt several years prior because he was unable to repay his debts and the bank seized all his assets. But not only Maxwell was a lover of luxury, he also adored and loved money, which was likely why he loved gambling so much. He once had several millions in his bank account due to many fraudulent activities. His biggest at the time being pension fraud. Unfortunately, shortly after convicted of fraud, he died on November 5th, 1991, owing, of course, billions in pension fraud cases. This goes to show that clearly all the money he was gambling wasn't even his.